Sit rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So the topic back with another video. I'm Strange Wang, he is Nate, and we're continuing this month's series of best movie years in history. In 1994, arguably, I think on a wide scale, everyone would say this is the greatest year in movie history. But again, this tier list is mostly non-biased. Everyone's human. There's going to be a little easy bit of bias in there because we're just human. True. But let's get started.
All right, first up, we got Three Ninjas.
The nostalgia in me fucks with it. But I want to say C, but the honest answer is D.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a very good movie. It really isn't. All right, next up, we got A Troll in Central Park. You ever seen that?
No.
Oh, man. I watch this movie all the time. Growing up, my aunt had this on VHS. My aunt had pretty much every kid's movie on VHS. Troll in Central Park. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember it that well. Like, I haven't watched it since I was a kid. So, I'm just going to say C. Because I remember really liking it when I was a kid. Very whimsical, very fantastical. From what I remember, the animation in it was like pretty solid, actually. But I also don't ever hear anyone talk about this movie anymore, so I'm going to assume that it is probably actually not that good. So, since I have technically seen it, I'm going to throw it in.
I'm curious now. We're out in the middle.
You going to check that RT?
Yeah.
I remember hating the troll's nose. Like, he just had one of those big, like, sausage noses in the movie, and I never liked that. But, as a whole, I mean...
It's on Hulu right now, and it has 14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Woof.
Let's see that audience score. 46%.
Dang.
You had terrible taste as a child.
Well, I'm going to drop it down to a D. I'm going to let that affect me a little bit. Alright. Next up, we got Ace Ventura. He's a pet detective.
I don't think it's good enough to be an S tier, but it is a classic.
Yeah.
Classic territory is A and B. So I'll let you decide.
I haven't seen it in such a long time, honestly, that I'm just going to put it in A.
I see what say.
I mean,
alrighty.
Again, I feel like this is going to be a running theme for a lot of these 94 movies. So, like, Troll in Central Park, Ace Ventura, these are movies that I watched multiple times growing up as a kid. But I haven't watched any of them. You
haven't seen Ace Ventura in the last 15 years?
No.
That's surprising. You love Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I haven't watched Ace Ventura in a very long time. I mean, my go-to, if I want a Jim Carrey movie, my go-tos are like Dumb and Dumber, Liar Liar, and then if I want like a little bit more serious, Truman Show, because I freaking love the Truman Show. But
top 10?
I was just thinking about that when I said that. Probably top 25, but I haven't sat down and really made like a top 10 like favorite movies period list in a minute, and I need to do that soon. But
you can make it a video.
All right, next up we got Airheads.
Again, I fuck with this.
I've never seen it,
but it's got Brendan Fraser in it.
I see that a lot with some long hair.
It's a hot topic now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like all of his movies, he has long hair basically. Like The Mummy is like not short, but it's not long either.
Mm-hmm.
But George of the Jungle, long hair.
You're right.
Encino Man.
He has long hair in like the beginning of The Mummy when he's like still in that jail.
Oh, true.
It's like grown out.
Not a very good movie. Like it just didn't have a great budget, but it is a decent little flick. Yeah, put it in a C. For the old Sandman. You know I love the Sandman.
I know you love the Sandman. Alright, Angels in the Outfield.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's first film, right?
Mm-hmm. And Christopher Lloyd.
Not his first film.
No, not his first film, but he is in it.
Yeah, Danny Glover. Again, classic. This isn't really a classic anymore, is it?
I don't think it is. Like, I think when I was in high school,
this was a classic.
I think it was a classic, but people don't really talk about Angels in the Outfield anymore.
They don't. I don't like that.
I mean, I guess I could rewatch it, but
It's like the
See, that's the thing about rewatching some of these movies. Like, I will probably never watch A Troll in Central Park again, especially now that I know what its Rotten Tomatoes score is, because I have like a fond memory of it, and now if I rewatch it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, this is not good, and I don't want to think that about it.
Well, no,
So.
you keep going back to that, and like I don't expect me to watch Three Ninjas again, but I'll probably watch Ace Ventura once more.
I would watch Ace Ventura again,
and I would probably watch Angels in the Outfield once more in my life. I feel like that wrestling fan at like one of the little independent shows where they ask him, he's like a middle-aged guy, and he's crying. You ever seen this? It was on YouTube. They had on the Tosh show, whatever the fuck that show is.
Tosh.0?
Yeah, he was like, it's still real to me.
Oh, nice.
So I feel like that guy, and it's still a classic to me. So I'll throw it in the B tier.
Okay.
The sequels though, don't fuck with the sequels. Angel in the Outfield 2. There was another third one.
Probably. I don't know.
So probably.
All right. Baby's Day Out. You ever seen Baby's Day Out?
It's just like Guess Who's Talking. I like this movie more than you do, I can already assume.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't like this movie when I was a kid. I don't like it now.
I guess throw it in D. Or you want to throw in F? No, you won't throw it in F.
I don't care that much.
Okay.
D's fine. Beverly Hills Cop 3? I've never seen this.
That's a big ol' F.
I've only seen the first one.
I fucking hate that movie because it could be good. Oh, well, that's not fair. Eddie Murphy's good in it. Just the script and the writing is like dog shit. And they're like, oh, Eddie Murphy. People go see for Eddie Murphy. So I guess throw it in D. But my heart wants it to be enough because of how much I like the first one.
Yeah.
And the second one's not that bad either. It's not great, but...
Alright, Blank Check.
Every kid's dream after seeing this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking... Again, not a good movie. D.
Yeah, D's good. This is one of the greatest movie years ever. I know we're going to get to the good stuff.
Those some D's on that bitch.
Alright, Blue Sky.
Never seen it.
Me neither. Also, I don't know what year it came out, so it probably isn't on this list. But if I had to pick between Blank Check and Richie Rich, which are like two like different premises, but movies about little kids who end up with a lot of money, I'm taking Richie Rich.
I thought Richie Rich was probably like 95.
Bullets
He's a little bit older.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Macaulay Culkin was a little bit older than that one.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I have no idea. I know there's a Richie Rich 2, but you ever seen Bullets Over Broadway?
Heard of it, no.
Me neither.
But haven't seen it. You
ever seen Chungking Express?
No.
Me neither.
I heard this fucking Popeyes got me fucked up, though. Should not have ate Popeyes.
Uh-oh. You know what I have seen, though? I have seen Clear and Present Danger.
Not good enough to go into S tier, but it's definitely an A tier.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was
A tier flick.
Yeah, definitely an A tier.
The bad thing is, I get all those movies confused. Like all of his action movies are kind of he's the same person basically.
Yeah, I know, I get it.
So like I couldn't tell you which one this is.
Yeah, and I think that's honestly, I think that's why The Fugitive like gets so much more attention than a lot of his other movies, because
it's the one that stands out.
A, it's an incredible movie, but B, he's not the president. He's not a Secret Service guy or a CIA analyst. He's just a doctor. Yeah. And Tommy Lee Jones is incredible in that movie. So
Commissioner Gordon, he's really good in one of those movies.
I think that's no, that's Air Force One.
Yeah,
that's Air Force One.
Get off my plane.
Yeah. All right, Clerks.
I'm going to A tier too, because for me personally, it's really relatable. And if you watched it, you would probably like it just because this also would be relatable to you for the same reasons why it's relatable to me. But also, it did that in a film we're going to talk about very soon. It did a great deer. Where did deer come from?
I don't know.
It did a great deal, not deer. That's where great deal for independent cinema. So you gotta put some respect on its name.
There you go. I can't read that. All I see is night.
I don't know. That one I haven't seen.
Color of Night.
Black.
Sometimes blue.
Sometime.
All right, D2, The Mighty Ducks.
My heart wants to say put it in D2.
Wow.
Nah, that's a C.
Yeah.
I fuck with Mighty Ducks. All three of them.
I think this one...
They each less get good.
Yeah.
But...
This gets a lot of nostalgia overrating, in my opinion, when people talk about it, but... I think C is the correct spot.
C.
You ever seen Disclosure?
No.
Me neither.
I'm trying to disclose this damn shirt.
You ever seen Don Juan?
I went over here and saw Rolls. No, I haven't seen Don Juan.
Me neither.
Sounds like something I would see, though.
Have you ever seen Double Dragon?
Throw that bitch in a goddamn F2. That's one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my
life.
life.
Love how they really like, hey, you know what kids think is really cool right now? Freaking Scorpion and Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. So we're basically going to put their shirts on some kids and let them do some stuff. That movie is really bad.
Well, it's a video game.
I know it's a video game, but like it still just looks exactly like
the
that
cartoon. Shit. Great cartoon. You remember the cartoon?
Don't.
Good cartoon. Fuck with cartoon heavy.
Yeah. All right. Dumb and Dumber.
Another F tier.
Yeah. Fuck you. You know where I want to put it.
I don't agree with us, but it is your top 10, so I will respect your top 10.
Hell yeah, brother. My voice is like gravelly right now from a cold I'm getting over, so my like...
So you just think you sound like Hulk Hogan?
My intentional deep voice is a little bit better than it normally is, so I'm going to take advantage of that some. Eat, Drink, Man, Woman.
What the fuck kind of title is that?
I don't know. That's
one of the worst titles I've ever heard in my life.
I'm assuming you haven't seen this.
No, and
Me
because
neither.
of that title, I'm not going to see it.
I almost want to put it in F just because that title's so bad.
Then do it. Fuck it.
Okay, yeah.
Like Plane coming out with that Gerard Butler ripoff.
Oh, yeah.
I think I said that. Is that who it is?
Probably.
I don't know who
that
it is.
sounds right.
But Plane. What kind of fucking title is Plane?
Not
Fucking
even snakes
stupid.
on it.
Stupid.
All right, Ed Wood.
That's an A movie.
Yeah, I agree. I like Ed Wood.
Should get more love.
That's a lot of people's favorite Burton movie.
I think it's his best movie, technically speaking.
Yeah.
And everything. Personally, not. I mean, obviously, I think we're both gonna go Big Fish.
Yeah, it's my personal favorite. I don't know what this is. It's an anime movie, apparently. So I know you haven't seen it.
Get HT on the phone.
All right, Forrest Gump.
S.
Yeah, come on. What? No doubt. 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
I want to go S on this. It was nominated for Best Picture.
It's an incredibly good movie.
It's very good.
I'm not even going to argue with you. Putting it up there. Heavenly Creatures.
I don't know.
Yeah. Don't know enough about that.
I can tell you something that's heavenly, though.
Hoop Dreams?
I think that's probably the most well-known documentary of all time.
I've never heard of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. It's about these, like, bunch of kids, like, trying to get out the hood, and they're recording it because they got NBA dreams, and they need to get to college, and it just shows that process on, like, just because these, like, people you see on TNT are, like, fucking superstars. They had it really hard growing up, and it's a hard road to get there, and not all of them make it.
Yeah. I just assumed everybody knew that by now. But
not in fucking 1994.
Okay. I never heard of it. I never seen it.
Hey.
A?
Disrespectful. You gotta watch it.
Il Postino the Postman.
Nah. It's like he's fucking somebody's wife, though.
Interview with a Vampire. You never seen it? Oh. Yeah, it's pretty good. I give it a B. It's Pat. Yeah, have you ever seen this? I unfortunately saw
Shitty
this.
title.
Dang. Sorry, I gotta look. I can't remember who it is. It's a Medea-esque character.
It looks like Jack Black. You know what's a really shitty Jack Black movie? Shallow Hal. Movies that would never be even pitched today because of how like fucking awful the premise is.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just like one of these stupid like. It started as a Saturday Night Live skit, and then they made it a movie.
Who stars in it?
Julia Sweeney.
Never heard of him.
Or sorry. Yeah, Julia Sweeney.
Never heard of him.
Junior.
This movie don't get any respect on it because they did twins, and it's like the better of the two. And probably because you can't talk about this anymore because some people in this world believe men can get pregnant. Holy shit, the Joker, DC's comic books Joker,
Yeah.
he's pregnant.
Huh.
Yeah. But the whole joke is Arnold Schwarzenegger is a pregnant man.
Right.
And it's fucking hilarious. I absolutely love this movie. It's not classic territory, but high B. Personally, Arnold gets an A, but non-biased.
Legends of the Fall. I've never seen it.
I can't remember it. Must not have been that good.
Haven't seen
It's
them.
got Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins in it, as you can see on the poster. And another lady.
Leon, the professional.
I thought it was just called Leon, and then the director's cuts
Oh.
Leon the Professional.
I've always just heard of it referred to as Leon the Professional, but
Oh.
have you not seen it? Oh,
I've owned it forever, and it's one I should see. It's definitely one I should see.
yeah.
Just never got around to it.
It's like, I mean, it's a cult classic at this point.
Yeah.
So for me personally, I'm gonna put it in B. I think a lot of people would go A, and then people who are part of that real cult following would probably go S. I think it could go either, but I didn't see it in 1994 when it came out, nor was I the right age for it. So
But
I
it
was a lot
pops up
later.
on a fucking ton of lists, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
so
does.
scroll back over the top. Look at these fucking movies. Bangers. First, S through B. A lot of bangers.
Yeah.
Just as many bangers as C to F. Exactly the same. No, there's one more in S than there is C.
Right.
So,
But there's one more in B than F. So
really. Bangers.
yeah. So we're 50-50 on B and up.
This is probably the best we've done so far in a these years list.
Yeah. All right. Leprechaun
2
2.
F. That goes in the cult classic territory.
I've never seen it, so
It's funny. He's Chuck before Chucky, or maybe Chucky was first. I don't know.
yeah.
He's a little funny fucker.
The Little Giants.
The Annexation of Puerto Rico, the
Yeah,
greatest play in
for
movie
sure.
history.
Right.
This goes back to nostalgia, but I guess we'll put it with Angels.
Yeah, I was gonna say B. Nostalgia absolutely plays a factor into that, but like, man, I just love like a really good underdog story, and this is just like also way ahead of its time. They got a girl out here playing football and being the best person on the
Fucking
field.
Icebox.
They got a little homie out here imagining a roll of toilet paper flying through the air so he can like has soft hands and catches it. You got the annexation of Puerto
Moranis.
Rico. You got the great John Madden in this movie. R.I.P. to the homie. Like,
The other dude was in it. He wrestled Batman Bigelow at WrestleMania 14 or 13.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? LT, Lawrence Taylor.
oh yeah, Lawrence Taylor's in it.
Fucking
I also like.
Mario Children.
I don't really
Father's in there.
float with the NFL that much. I'm trying to get more into it. I'm a college football guy,
Why?
but why am I trying to get more into it?
Why can't you just
This-
love college football more?
I don't think that I could pay much more attention to college football than I do already. I just want to. Like,
I'm just
if I don't,
curious.
I'm not forcing myself. If I end up being like,
It sounded like a chore.
no. If I end up, I mean, I just like, I've never paid that much attention to it. So I'm going to like, my goal is next season to start paying more attention to it. And if I don't like it, then I'm going to be like, yeah, this isn't for me. But,
Battle of the Little Giants.
yeah.
A movie I might add that's better than Miracle. I don't know
Hey.
who's watching this.
Yeah.
The fucking glue. The glue?
Oh, yeah, right.
So, I want to watch this shit. I'm watching Breaking Bad right now.
My NFL point was, even though I don't really pay that much attention to it, I don't know why, I've just never liked the Cowboys, and I don't think I ever will. And the opposing team is basically just the little Cowboys in this movie, so I didn't like that about them in the first place.
What's the Married with Children's dad in there? His brother in that movie. What's his name?
I can't remember his name.
He's great. Here at Sono Topical, we're unfortunately poor, and this money you see on screen, that's CGI. That's not real money, because again, we're poor. So if you want to click in the ad eye in the corner, that video is monetized, and we can make money off it. So please go watch it.
And if you click an ad, we make more money. And if you really want to help, there's the thanks button right there below this video. All right. Little Women.
Nope. Haven't seen it.
The one with Winona Ryder and Meryl Streep and some other famous people.
I think that's all movies.
Man, you know, the 2019...
Yeah.
The 2019 one, I liked this movie. The 2019 one is now just, to me, like the quintessential Little Women adaptation. It's so good. So that makes this one a B for me.
If we were doing this list in 2018, would it be higher?
I probably would have went A. But I would give if we were doing a 2019 movie list, I would heavily pitch for Little Women to be an S tier movie. I think it's incredible.
Back to the question before. Top 10?
No. I don't think that would make top 10.
Top 15?
It's probably somewhere in the top 50, but I don't know where in the top 50 it would be.
I think because no one else talks about that movie, you kind of played the role of cheerleader extra hard for that movie.
Maybe. I mean, it got nominated for Best Picture. I mean, like,
yeah, that's it. No one's talking about that shit.
But nobody talks about it. The only movie from 2019 people still really talk about that much is Parasite, and like.
Didn't Joker come out that year?
I think so, but
people talk about that.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think people would still be talking about Joker if it wasn't for like the fact that a sequel's coming out.
But nonetheless, you talk about that movie a fucking ton. Every time you do, your eyes light up.
It's an incredible movie. It's very good. Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Mark Shelley's Frankenstein. Yeah, I never seen that.
Martin Scorsese directed under Frankenstein movie, starring Robert De Niro as Frankenstein. Yeah, I definitely want to see that. Count me out.
Maverick.
Fuck heavy with Maverick. Bro, if I'm being completely honest, I watched a movie with Mel Gibson the other day. I don't remember the name of it, or like which one I watched. But I
Just
did
a Mel Gibson movie.
Bandit. I watched Bandit. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Came out this year. He's probably one of my favorite actors.
Mel Gibson,
like top 15.
He's not bad.
Like, I love Jewish people.
If it wasn't for the fact that he just said some stupid shit,
like, he's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, he can do everything just about.
Yeah. He's very good.
It's incredible.
Anyways, Maverick. I've never seen it, so.
Again, personally, I would give it an A, but non-biased probably would fall in the B category. Okay. I think that's Uma Thurman, by the way. No, it's not Uma Thurman. Who's fuck, what's her name?
Tilda Swinton.
No. Fuck.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's a really good movie. It's The Three Shysters.
Jodie Foster?
Yeah, Jodie Foster. That's what I'm thinking of. The Three Shysters.
Is it a Western?
Yeah, it's a Western gambling movie about them three being shysters.
Nice.
And they have this big casino boat where, like, the championship is. And Mel Gibson's adversary is Alfred Molina.
Huh.
Wearing a cowboy hat.
Nice. I like Alfred Molina. Alright, Miracle on 34th Street.
Never seen it.
The remake. It's pretty good. Got a really great underrated court drama. It really is. I'm going A. It's very good. I saw it for the first time this year, and I was like, man, this is actually a pretty good movie.
I have never seen any of them. I don't really plan to either, but
all right,
good to know.
Naked Gun. I mean, it says 33, so I'm assuming it's 3.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of the Naked Gun movies.
I've seen the first one. I haven't seen that one.
Okay. Natural Born Killers. I still haven't seen this.
Another cult classic. C.
See,
Style over substance. That movie has just too much going on in it, editing wise, which you can't really like look at the story. So, C.
Nell.
No, never heard of it.
Wow.
I'm on a roll today, like I'm toilet paper.
Anybody's Fool.
I want to see it. Paul Newman's in it, but I haven't.
Me neither.
That boy good though. Around the World in 80 Days. What's that movie?
It's called North.
No, I haven't seen it.
Me neither.
It's like North is going south.
You ever seen On Deadly Ground?
Yeah. Bro, when I was young, Steven Seagal was amazing. And then when I got older and like
You realize that it wasn't?
got on the internet more, everyone just hated this guy because like after like the 90s in it, he just became like a buffoon of himself.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. So it's very weird. I give it a C. Not his best, not his worst. I love a good 90s action movie. That's prime action movie territory, 90s and 80s.
The Warriors.
Which one? That ain't the Warriors, is it?
That's what it says. Once Warriors.
I was about to say Warriors. I thought that shit came out of that fucking...
Yeah. I've never seen
80s.
this. You seen
I haven't
this?
seen it either. Warriors is a good movie, though.
You ever seen Mission Moscow?
No. Little Wayne once said, I let my goons rush you like Moscow.
You ever
Yeah.
seen Pom Poko?
No.
You ever seen Pulp Fiction?
I have not. That shit goated.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not. It's so weird. I have such a weird relationship with this movie because I love it, but I watched it so many fucking times that I like got sick of it,
Yeah. Same.
and I'm still not over that sickness.
Yeah.
Like I saw it in theaters, and they like had like a special screening of it, and I was already at this point like sick and tired of this movie, and it came on the little music, da-da-da, and like Pulp Fiction slid on the screen, and I actually started tearing up and started to cry because of how like
Yeah.
amazing of a moment that was.
Sure.
It was very emotional.
The OG Cinetopical intro.
It was.
Mhm.
It was. And that movie did so much for like my movie loving experience because it had everything a young lover of cinema needs: rewatchability, quotability, cool characters, interesting plot to make you think. Which is funny because the plot's not interesting. You just put it out of order and it makes it interesting.
Yeah.
It's a very simple story. Stories. It's like a hard R Seinfeld almost. But very essential. What you talk about it a little bit.
Pulp Fiction? Yeah. I mean,
Because
like...
we saw this around the same time, oddly enough.
Pulp Fiction, not unlike Fight Club, is just, for a lot of people, like, it gets put in that, like, cinema bro, that movie bro category.
Yeah.
Because they're a bunch of idiots that, like...
It's a gateway drug.
That take it the wrong way. Or, you know. But, yeah. Pulp Fiction was the first movie I've ever seen that was like that. Like, it showed me that movies could do a lot of things other than be like a Transformers movie or like another Batman movie or like it was my first introduction to like auteur cinema. So it holds a really special place in my heart in terms of really getting me to like appreciate different aspects of film outside of just flashiness and like pure entertainment. So I will always appreciate it for that. And also, the longer I sit with it, the more it is like a novelty almost. Which maybe it's just time to rewatch it. But either way, it's still an incredible movie and incredibly innovative, and I'll never not appreciate it.
It's a gateway drug to cinema.
Yeah. You ever seen Queen Margot?
No. Margot's a good name though.
You ever seen Quiz Show?
No, but that's another one that's like I've heard
Yeah.
classic territory.
Yeah, I've never seen it either though. Have you ever seen Reality Bites?
classic love triangle, right?
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Maybe I haven't seen it in a really long time. But, like, again, we're putting, like, movies that, like, people, well-respected movies that we haven't seen in that bottom tier of haven't seen.
Oh, so you haven't seen it?
No. Okay. I've seen it. I can't recall it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I shouldn't talk about it. But that quiz show, anybody's fool, classic movies.
Yeah.
Not classic, but like very well respected movies.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Red?
No.
Which I don't think this is like the war movie Red. I don't know what that is. LOL. It did come out this year. Richie Rich.
I didn't like it as a kid.
Where do we put Blank Check? I feel like Richie Rich should just be one above Blank Check.
Like above it in D or C?
No, I think it should be in C.
Yeah, that's fine.
But LOL that they did come out the same year. Alright, we got a Sailor Moon movie.
I don't know if I've ever seen it, but when I was a little kid, Sailor Moon was fucking fire.
Yeah, I loved it. I watched like the regular like series. I haven't seen the movie.
Network.
Yeah,
I think I had a crush on her. I can't remember.
Oh, I absolutely did. You ever seen Santantago?
That shit looks sad as fuck.
Satan Tango? I don't know. You ever seen Shallow Grave?
No.
Me neither. We have seen Speed.
That's an A movie, dog. That's such a fun fucking movie.
Speed's really good. Yep.
Oh, fucking... I don't know how long it is. I'm assuming 90 minutes of straight fucking adrenaline pumping through your veins.
I had to go, for work, I had to go to a hospital to do something the other day. I ended up having to, like, wait in the waiting room to do what I needed to do for a long time. And Speed was on the TV in the waiting room, and I watched, like, probably 30 minutes of it. It was great.
Very solid.
Yeah. Star Trek Generations.
No.
Nope.
No, it's not a Star Trek YouTube channel.
You ever seen Stargate?
Nope, I bought it because Kurt Russell's in it and I haven't seen it.
I've seen Stargate. I like Stargate. I'd say B.
Well, I'm glad it has a good score. Kurt Russell's in it.
Street Fighter 2.
Haven't seen it, but it's very interesting.
This is the animated. Yeah.
That thing was just like, this is our fucking year, man.
Yeah. I haven't seen it either. Have you seen Street Fighter, the live action version?
That's what we got a fucking great steelbook though.
Yeah, but the movie is terrible.
That raw joy you're painting on the horse, that shit fire.
So bad. You ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yes.
The Next Generation?
And it's so bad.
Is it F bad?
Yes.
Okay.
Bury that shit. Renee Zellweger's first film, I think. Got a young. All right. Matthew McConaughey. Dog shit. Pure dog shit.
Have you ever seen Priscilla?
No.
Have you ever seen The Client?
No. We need to watch more movies.
Have you ever seen The Crow?
Yes. That's another cult movie. I think it's pretty basic. It was just emo before emo was popular.
Yeah.
So because of that, I would throw it in the C tier.
Yeah, I feel that too. I feel like most of The Crow's popularity just comes from the tragedy surrounding it. And that sucks, but the movie itself is like, it's fine. Alright, this 1994 Fantastic Four.
Wish that movie didn't even fucking come out. You can find it on YouTube. And that's where I watched it when I was really into superhero movies.
No.
Back when I couldn't grow facial hair.
Yeah.
And it's we need to make another category under F. What comes after F? E?
I don't know.
G?
Just like a poop emoji.
Yeah. Like, it's so fucking awful. So fucking terrible.
The live action Flintstones.
This movie got Halle Berry in it, right? Young Halle Berry. She's like an assistant.
I can't remember if she was in this one or the second one, but she's in one of them.
She's a babe. Nostalgia says C, but I'm gonna go D probably. Probably a safe bet.
I think that's correct. I had a lot of fun with this movie when I was a kid, but it's not a good movie.
Did you have the toys by any chance? The live action toys?
I don't remember if I had the live action toys or not.
That's like a weird movie. Like,
Maybe
it
I
makes
did.
Sense.
I know I had like a car.
Like, it makes sense. This is a kids movie to make toys for a kids movie.
Yeah.
But it's a kids movie about adults, which just having like the little fucking action figure of John Goodman is pretty fucking odd.
Yeah. Have you ever seen The Hudsucker?
Yes.
What's it about? Why is he holding a hula hoop?
This guy, oh fuck. Again, too many fucking movies in this world. There's something about business, I think. No, he's a producer. No, that's Tim
Oh,
Robbins.
The Hudsucker Proxy. I apologize.
Yeah, it has Tim Robbins in it. He's a
Yes.
producer, right? A film
And
producer?
Paul Newman.
He's a film producer?
A naive graduate is installed as president of a manufacturing company as part of a stock scam.
No, which one is he? The Playmaker, is that it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I never seen this shit.
Tim Robbins is in like some movie. A movie about movies.
Alright, the OG live action Jungle Book.
That shit was whack as fuck.
Agreed.
Their mouth ain't move or nothing, dog.
I mean, I prefer that personally, but it's still not good.
That's just an F.
Yeah. Last Seduction. I think that's what it says. Yep.
I don't know, but I'm not gonna make any jokes. Never mind.
Alright, The Lion King.
S.
Yeah, tough to do anything else with that. Not that
Yeah.
I want to do anything else with that. That's a very, very good movie. I'm glad we finally got back to like
Yeah, something we've seen.
well, yeah,
Out of F.
and that isn't terrible.
Yeah.
All right, Little Rascals.
S.
S.
I'm
No,
joking.
shut.
I'm joking.
Yeah,
I got thrown in C.
yeah.
If you put fucking Richie Rich in C, or Little Rascals gotta go in C. Nobody quotes fucking Richie Rich anymore, but everyone knows that he's got a pickle. Hey.
Yeah. Something about King George.
I don't know nothing about that, man.
The Mask.
What a good year for Jim fucking Carrey. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, just two, but like, oh, three.
Three.
Yeah. Dang, yeah, dude, Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, and The
The
Mask. That was
I'm gonna go B with The Mask, dog. I fucking with The
same.
Mask.
Yeah, I think people shit on The Mask now when you're like doing rewatches of Jim Carrey stuff. The Mask is just fun, man. Like you can't overanalyze The Mask.
I'd rather watch that than an MCU movie. We're talking about comic books.
Yeah, same.
The best comic book movie of 1984,
Yeah.
94.
Never Ending Story 3.
No,
I've never seen the third
never made
one.
it past the third one.
Yeah. The next Karate
I mean,
Kid.
the first one, F. You can't switch it up. There you go. Attaboy.
Yeah, the only thing I remember about this one is Mr. Miyagi catching that arrow.
Well, it's like you put a girl in it. It's just like it's so forced.
Oh, The Page Master. You ever seen The Page Master?
Good year for Macaulay Culkin too, huh?
Yeah.
See.
I think that's fair. I really like The Page Master. Again, it's just like...
The only thing I remember in it is like it had like really good animation.
Right. And so basically with A Troll in Central Park and The Page Master, you have two animated movies that are about kids who live in a normal world who get sucked into a fantasy world. I loved that shit when I was a kid. I love that shit now. So, and even the Neverending Story, you kind of have something similar with that, like that whole thing. So, yeah, I really like The Page Master.
If you take out the fantasy world, I agree with you.
The Paper. Wait, so you want to just see kids getting sucked?
No, I was talking about real life. Never mind.
You ever seen The Paper?
No,
Me neither.
I've heard of it.
You ever see
River Wild.
River Wild?
No. I've seen the next one though.
Yeah, I've seen The Santa Claus.
Good year for Christmas movies, huh?
Yeah, like, well, I mean, what you got? Little Women is kind. I don't know.
Miracle on 34th Street.
You got Miracle on 34th Street. Now you got Santa Claus.
B.
I would say A personally,
Really?
but I won't really fight you on it. We can put it in B. I love the Santa Claus.
I can throw it in A. I like Tim Allen. He got arrested for coke.
I mean, it's like top 5 Christmas movies for me. I love that movie.
mean, you look at like someone who's made a lot of fucking money from Disney. Surprisingly, Tim Allen.
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you throw in like Toy Story in there too.
That's what I'm talking about,
yeah.
All those little shorts and shit.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen The Shadow?
No.
Me neither.
That movie should stay in the shadows.
We've definitely seen The Shawshank Redemption.
To me, that's top 50 favorite movies. It's definitely like in the top 15, 20.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's an S tier flick.
for sure. That's an unarguable S tier.
You used to hate that movie.
I didn't hate
beef
it
with that movie.
I had beef with people saying it was like, because there's a group of people who think this is the best movie of all time, and I do have beef
IMDb
with that.
has it number 1.
Well,
it's hard to argue after the 70s.
It's hard to argue.
From the 80s now, I think there's an argument that's their best movie.
I'd have to think about it, but it's an incredible movie. It was very good. You ever seen The Specialist?
Yeah, and I know you haven't, so let me get a B.
Okay.
A generous B for my boy Stallone.
Is it really, or is that like...
No, it has Stallone in it. It's really a C.
Okay.
You bastard.
I should probably drop Junior down one too, but...
No, Junior, you like Junior.
Have you ever seen Time Cop?
Yeah, he does this like split on the kitchen counter, and the guy on the floor, because there's water on the floor, he shoots it and it like electrocutes him.
Huh.
It's cool shit.
Okay, so where's it?
Oh, it's a
ranked?
D.
Okay.
John Claude Van Damme's pretty fucking bobo. You got blood sport, that's about it.
Have you ever seen To Live?
No. I enjoy living though.
Have you ever seen...
Is living an activity?
No, it's just like something you actively do. To some people, activities are living.
Yeah. But if you say to live, never mind. That sounds stupid.
You ever seen Tom and Viv?
Nah.
I bet you've never seen True Lies.
I'm glad that name's fucking dead. Who wants to fucking be named Vib?
Well, I'm sure it's short for Vivian.
Yeah, but like, no one wants to be called Vib.
Where's True Lies going? So I know where to automatically knock it down one from.
Alright, S. Here's the thing.
What's the thing? Mr. Bump the Camera.
It's story, acting, everything is really fucking good.
Mm.
The editing, however, isn't the best.
Mm.
It's noticeable. But you lied on camera and said you didn't see it, so throw that bitch an A.
What do you mean I lied on camera?
You said you seen it and you didn't see it on one of the top 5.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I don't care that much. We'll put it in A.
In that case, put it in S.
Have you ever seen New Nightmare?
Yeah, that's probably like the third best Nightmare on Elm Street movie. So,
D.
I don't like horror movies. So I guess people would put this higher. So I guess we should too. I would say C, but people would probably put it in B.
C sounds great. Fuck all y'all.
That's a lot of fucking movies in 94.
Yeah, it is. We got 2 left. You guys ever seen White?
What's the next one?
Wyatt Earp.
What? Nah, I ain't seen any of those.
Haven't seen either of these.
Scroll back up then, dog.
Me neither.
Let's talk about this this goat shit.
Okay.
You got Dumb and Dumber, Forrest Gump, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, Pulp Fiction, Lion King, Shawshank Redemption.
And here's what's really interesting about this year to me. Shawshank, Lion King, Pulp Fiction, and Forrest Gump are probably going to show up on most top 100 movies of all time lists. And you got all 4 of them in 1 year.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
If there was anything you would put from the A, personally, if this was just you, what would you bump up?
If I had to pick an A to put an S...
You don't have to. I'm just asking if there was one, would you bump anything up?
No, I don't think so.
I agree. I don't think anything. I would switch out Dumb and Dumber, but again, personally, a little bit of biased. is well deserved.
Yeah.
The closest thing would be Clear and Present for me.
Yeah,
But-
it just doesn't quite have like a real like emotional oomph to it for me that would like knock it up to S.
But
Because like
we're pretty spot on.
Clear and Present Danger, like, I mean, he works for the government, you know, whereas like even Air Force One, like he's the president, but like the president you don't think of as a badass.
Yeah.
So like the whole protecting his family thing, the whole he just wanted to watch the Michigan Ohio State game thing, like it adds like some emotional connection. And I don't know that I would say Air Force One is even necessarily an S tier movie. I still think I would probably say A. But like The Fugitive, it's like there is a legit like you feel for that guy, and there is some like great action.
I feel it depends on like what comes out that year.
That's fair.
Because if we take all the S tiers we've done over the last month,
Yeah.
I don't know any with like some of those would not fit with these movies. I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you got one of the greatest romantic comedies of all time. You got two of the greatest dramas of all time.
Yeah.
You have arguably the greatest independent film of all time. Top 5 most influential in
Inventive?
bingo.
Yeah.
Movies of all time with Pulp Fiction. Arguably the greatest animated movie of all time with Lion King. Like, that's hard to compete with.
Yeah. It's true.
If you had to rank...
Hello.
Bastard. You had to rank these. How are you ranking?
The S tiers?
The S. Them S boys.
My head says Shawshank 1. My heart says Forrest Gump 1. But just...
See, I'm on the opposite end of that. I got Shawshank 1, Forrest 2.
Yeah, I think that's... Well,
Pulp 3.
that's what I would have done.
Lion King 4.
Yeah.
5 4 Weddings at a Funeral. And last for me would be Dumb and Dumber.
And so literally, yeah, we would have the same except we just switched the last two. I mean, that's... Well, my follow-up to my heart says Forrest Gump, but my head says Shawshank was going to be... I know that, truthfully, Shawshank is the better movie.
It's like we watched Forrest Gump on a trip one time, and we're both like... That movie is so easy to forget how good it is.
Yeah, because everyone's just so used to Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And then you rewatch it, and you're like, oh shit, that's why everyone still talks about Forrest Gump. Because it's really that good of a movie.
It's definitely like...
very good.
If that's... Shawshank's a 99, Forrest Gump's like a 98.5.
Yeah.
I think it's so fucking close.
Yeah, I agree.
Hard year for the Oscars, but this was our ranking of 1994. Probably the greatest year in movie history. I think you have so many classics that it like weeds out all the bad shit. So I feel like it's up to debate, personally. But let us know in the comment section below your thoughts. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.